fewer and fewer fish are going to be able to reproduce themselves. And once the fish stock for a particular species falls below a critical level, they can't reproduce themselves. They can't find each other. If that process continues unregulated, our grandchildren won't have a lot of species. Either that troubles you or it doesn't. I think that ethically we have a responsibility to pass on to future generations the renewable assets that we ourselves benefit from.
One of the ways that trash in the ocean, and plastic specifically, is affecting wildlife is that it's breaking down into tiny little microparticles that are then being ingested by fish. And that's happening with seabirds too.
The conflict over fisheries is serious and it's real, and it can lead to a number of unanticipated crises. For instance, when we think of piracy off the coast of Somalia, we don't think about it as being related to fish. But as the story goes, because Somalia was in a state of basically conflict, they weren't able to protect their territorial sea or their exclusive economic zone. So a number of fishing industries located in Asia came into the exclusive economic zone of Somalia and even to the territorial sea and started overfishing because there was no quota, there was no enforcement. So Somali folks took to boats, got their RPGs, went out and captured some of these fishing vessels. And then they realized, whoa, this could be a business.
I think it's pretty obvious that we've relied on, a lot of the world population relies on fish as in many cases their sole source of protein, and particularly in some of the developing world. And our practices of how we fish and how we manage fisheries is basically unsustainable as you look at the depletion of particularly the top predators in our fishing communities. Aquaculture is one way in order to alleviate the pressure on wild fish. But you have to do that sustainably as well. And so sustainable practices in aquaculture is a key thing that we should be really seriously looking at.